I went to Malolos, Bulacan, 45 kilometers north of where I live in Metro Manila, Philippines on Black Saturday 2022. For those of you who don't know, that's the day before Easter Sunday. We get 4 days of holiday on Holy Week starting Holy Thursday. My first stop was this quaint little eatery called Kalye Mabini that serves really good ribs. You wouldn't expect it because it looks like a cafe and you'd think it's just gonna have typical cafe food. After lunch, my next stop was the renowned Barasoain Church. It's also known as Our Lady of Mount Carmel Parish. It's the first of 2 sites of major historical significance I visited on this trip to Malolos, Bulacan. There's a little Virgin Mary grotto near the corner and a Jesus Christ statue in memorial to the aborted unborn beside the bicycle parking area. In front of it is the bell tower. This church was completed in the year 1888. This is why this church is historically significant. I'm just gonna read from Wikipedia as it's more concise. As tensions were brewing between the Filipino revolutionaries and the Americans who have arrived in the country in the wake of the Spanish-American War, the Philippine Revolutionary Government under the leadership of Emilio Aguinaldo decided to move the capital north from Cavite to Malolos in Bulacan. Plans were made to write a new constitution for the soon-to-be proclaimed Philippine Republic. Barasoain Church was chosen to be the site of the First Philippine Congress, otherwise known as the Malolos Congress, which convened in September 15, 1898 to draft what would become the Malolos Constitution. That's the end of the Wikipedia part. Basically, Emilio Aguinaldo, who seceded from Spain and set himself up to be the first Philippine president, convened the historical First Philippine Congress in this church. He actually seceded and declared independence in a different province south of Metro Manila, but like the Wikipedia link said, he moved up north to Malolos because around that time he seceded from Spain, the Americans also arrived. There's also a copy of the Black Nazarene in this church. There are many devotees to the Black Nazarene all over the Philippines. It's an icon of Jesus Christ carved in dark wood by a Mexican artist in the 16th century, different from the usual fair-skinned Jesus depictions. Note, this is a copy. The original is in Quiapo in Manila. This church also contains a relic of Pope John Paul II, as you can see from his photograph here, but I'm not sure what the actual relic is. Guiginto town in Bulacan has a thriving ornamental plant industry. My friend and I drove there to check it out after visiting Barasoain Church. There were a lot of unique plants. We visited cafe, coffee, brunch plus dessert in Plaridel town after, still in Bulacan. I thought the name was amusingly nondescript. We had some drinks and an Oreo waffle with ice cream. We headed back to Malolos after that to the second historically significant church of the city, the Malolos Cathedral. It's also known as the Minor Basilica and Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception of Malolos. It was completed in 1817. This is the church bell tower. Malolos Cathedral is actually just a few streets away from Barasoain Church that I showed at the start of this video. This is the facade of the cathedral, and this is the cathedral's Porta Sancta. Reading from Wikipedia now, a holy door, Latin Porta Sancta, is traditionally an entrance portal located within the papal major basilicas in Rome. The doors are normally sealed by mortar and cement from the inside so that they cannot be opened. They are ceremoniously opened during Jubilee years designated by the Pope for pilgrims who enter through those doors who may piously gain the plenary indulgences attached with the Jubilee Year celebrations. In October 2015, Pope Francis broke with tradition in having each Roman Catholic diocese throughout the world designate one or more local holy doors during the extraordinary Jubilee Year of Mercy, so that Catholics could gain the plenary indulgences granted during the Jubilee Year without having to travel to Rome. The reason this cathedral is a historically significant site is because Emilio Aguinaldo held office in its convent after he moved his government to Malolos during the interim after he seceded from Spain and declared independence and before the Americans took over. You could see the signs outside in 3 languages explaining how the cathedral convent served as his presidential palace during the First Philippine Republic from 1898 to 1899. Again, I went here on a Black Saturday, the day before Easter Sunday. The stained glass windows are great. It has a cool dome up top. There's a Virgin Mary grotto out back. Back outside is the Kalayaan Tree, Freedom Tree. Lore has it that Emilio Aguinaldo, president of the First Philippine Republic, and his people held discussions under that tree. There's even a statue of a dog among the other human figures. Hope you enjoyed watching this short vlog. Which part did you find most interesting? Please comment below. Please thumb up this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to be updated when I upload again. See you next video.